Everybody. It's Friday, September 14th. I'm Paula Zahn.
I'm Harry Smith. Good morning and welcome to CBS This Morning.
If you're a kid or just a kid at heart, working at a toy company may be the ideal job. That's where Tom Hanks found refuge from the real world in the feature film Big. Along the way, he invented some new toys and made some new friends. Well, Mary Rodas is doing that in real life. At the age of 14, she is already vice president of a toy company.
Yes, it is.
A typical day at the office includes playing with toys and showing them to her friends. And Mary Rodas joins us this morning along with her boss, Donald Spector, chairman of the Catco Toy Company. Good morning to the two of you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
That's got to be a pretty heady thing, being vice president of a toy company at the age of 14.
Yeah, it's really big. You get some advantages that you don't always see other kids really have, too.
What's the best part of what you're doing right now?
My best part is playing with the toys, testing out the products, and how to see people react with the products. And sometimes I even have to pick out the design for myself from a kid's point of view.
How different do you think your point of view is from Donald's or any adult's point of view? What do you think you see that we don't see?
Well, I see, number one, from a kid's point of view, which I am a kid. And what's the latest thing right now for kids, or what's in style, or what's out of it.
Donald, there's a lot of money at stake here. You really invested a tremendous amount of responsibility in Mary.
Right, but she is our market. She's a kid. She is the consumer as well as somebody who works for the company. She's also a purchaser.
Let's talk about this.
Okay.
This is her latest project, the Balzac ball.
Right.
What did this look like before you got your hands on it?
It was just white ball, and later on they said, how can we do it to improve it? So I say, put some neon colors. Then later on they put neon colors. I said it wasn't so great. I just said, let's go a little beyond. So they put some wacky patterns, and after that it looks more interesting, and we got all sorts of patterns, over 24 patterns or more.
And this is a hot product right now.
Yes.
Give me an idea of what other changes you've made along the way. I know you two have been working together casually for 10 years now and officially for 1 year. Can you tell us specific changes you've made along the way?
Well, 2 years ago there was a pillow we invented, which Donald invented, I perfected, was Pelicans. There were 8 characters, and one of those 8 characters was a dinosaur, which she had a beauty mark on that time on her face. And I go, what is that? They go, it's a beauty mark. I thought it was a dinosaur pimple.
So did the pimple go away?
Yes.
Did the pimple evaporated?
The pimple went away at great expense. The plates had already been cut and everything had been done, but we cut new plates because kids, after we tested what Mary said, we found out the kids had no idea of a beauty mark. It was a high fashion concept, which they didn't know, and they thought there was something wrong with it.
Just how seriously, as a businessman, do you take Mary's advice?
Very seriously. I take her advice seriously because she knows a lot about the products and because she's a way of us listening to our consumers. And I think what happens is when you always do market research on your consumers anyway, but we usually do it at the end of the cycle. And we've already made our mistakes or done whatever we've done. At the beginning, Mary comes in and she just shows us her orientation, like what does it mean as a kid to play with a product. And with Balzac, for instance, she wasn't really interested in how Balzac worked. It wasn't the principle of it that was important to her. It was what it looked like and how it played.
So how do you stay in touch with what kids younger than yourself are interested in?
Well, I keep in touch with my friends, and they have little brothers and sisters. So I still have my connections with those kids, including my age and younger age, too.
Have you made any mistakes yet?
Minor mistakes, but Donald always tells me, you should do this, you should do that. I mean, me and Donald work, he thinks it's a good idea, or sometimes we just combine both of our ideas together.
You're making a lot of money right now, a lot of which is being put back in a trust fund so you can go on to college. What do you like to spend your money on?
Well, I like to spend my money as an average teenager would, using things for their hair, like clothes, something like that.
You don't have to blow it all on toys. You get those free. You get to play with those on the job. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Nice to meet the two of
you.
you. Great teamwork. We're going to be back in a moment.